this ain't that. Lomachenko gave up his belt. Your boy trying to fight against Oscar Valdez. Fight the champion. Wait. When Floyd Mayweather moved, I can't let you talk. When Floyd Mayweather moved up to 135, he fought against Jose Luis Castillo. No tune-up. How many tune-ups he need?
And when you ask him who I want to fight next, I say Berchelt.
He said, if I can't get Berchelt next, I'll fight Oscar Valdez, and the winner fights Berchelt. So again, how is Shakur ducking Berchelt when he said, I want to fight you next? But you want to praise Devin Haney. You want to claim Devin Haney the best because fighters are ducking him, but you don't want to acknowledge that Shakur is ducked and he one of the most feared, and Berchelt, Oscar Valdez, and many more fighters are ducking him. You want to blame Shakur for being avoided? What sense does that make?
AKHi, man, you're doing a great job. I know you go in on Canelo. You and Canelo got real beef, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, I like Canelo, though. I like Canelo, though. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I like Canelo, but I'm going to call a spade because I'm a boxing fan. I want to see Canelo versus Charlo. I want to see Canelo versus Andre. I want to see Canelo versus Benavidez. So I can't be a Canelo fan if I don't request Canelo to fight the best. See, I like Errol Spence, but I want to see the Terrence Crawford fight. I don't say, oh, Errol Spence, don't fight Terrence, man. Terrence could probably beat you, bro. Like, I request the Terrence Crawford fight. I demand the Terrence Crawford fight because I want the best versus the best. So let's not categorize AKHi as a Canelo hater. I'm just a truth teller. The truth hurts sometimes, and it definitely hurt the DCAFs and all the Canelo fans because the truth is their kryptonite.
For sure. AKHi, I want to talk about the lightweight division real quick. You know, I think the lightweight division is the hottest division in boxing. It's on fire. You got fighters like Devin and Dream Haney, the WBC world champion. I think Devin Haney is the best fighter in the lightweight division. When you look at numbers, like Floyd Mayweather told us, numbers never lie. Devin Haney, 24 wins in the lightweight division. He has more wins than Gervonta Davis, who's older than Devin by 4 years. Devin is 21. Gervonta is 25. Devin Haney has more wins than him. 24 wins. Gervonta, 23 wins. Okay? Teofimo Lopez only has 15 wins. Devin Haney, 24 wins. Devin Haney has 15 knockouts. Devin Haney has 15 knockouts. So that's the same amount of wins that Teofimo Lopez has. Devin Haney has boxed 126 rounds as a professional. Teofimo Lopez only 60 rounds. Devin Haney has done more in the ring than Teofimo Lopez with more wins than Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia only 60 rounds boxed as a professional. Devin,
let me summarize all of that because see, I feel where you're coming from. Now I disagree with you with one thing. He don't have the best resume because Lomachenko and them have better resume, but nobody on his pretty boy stage more than Devin Haney is. I mean, he calling out everybody. I mean, every guy you named, he called them out. He want all the smoke, and you have to respect that. You know, I don't care if you love or hate Devin Haney. You have to respect Devin Haney because respect is earned, not given. And Devin Haney, I mean, he nearly begging for these fights. I mean, he called out Lomachenko and all the guys you named. I mean, the list goes on and on. Devin Haney want all the smoke. That's why he received all that credit for respect points, right? But the point is, you know, he don't have the best resume yet. Eventually, he will get there because he's young. He's the youngest out of the bunch that you named. But I must clarify this because me and you know, last time you talked to me, you dipped out of the conversation. I know you probably just hang up, but I gotta clarify this. I see you respect Devin Haney, but you don't pay Shakur that same homage and respect. You claim he ducked Berchelt. So I want you to clarify and explain to me why you said that Berchelt avoided Shakur, because I don't understand where you were coming from when you said that.
Well, let me first. I need to get back to this the resume thing, okay? Because you said Lomachenko has a better record. I mean, a better resume than Devin Haney. If that's the case, why he's ducking Devin Haney? Why is he giving up his world title to avoid Devin Haney?
And resume are two different things. I'm saying, ducking, but resume is like the names is already printed on your resume. Linares,
I understand.
Devin Haney don't have a Linares yet. I mean, give me a name. Give me a name that's better than Linares.
AKHi, let me say this though. Okay, what I'm saying is Devin Haney is the best. He's the best lightweight. I'm not going by resume right here. Yeah. I'm saying he's the best. That's why Loma is ducking him.
I get what you're saying. I agree with you that he called out the best, but you say he has the best
he's the
resume.
Best, so do you agree that he's the best fighter in the lightweight division?
We shall see, but he definitely top 5. I mean, I won't know till I see it, but I will favor him to be a lot of the guys that he calling out. But at the end of the day, at least tonight, he's ducked for a reason. However, I understand we agree with that, but I'm talking about the Berchelt situation.
Let me. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, but you said resume. Devin Haney has an underrated resume. He beat Alfredo Santiago, who was undefeated 12-0 for Puerto Rico, who had a great amateur background. Alfredo Santiago beat Jason Velez, who just went 10 rounds with Oscar Valdez, and he won a lot of rounds against Oscar Valdez. Alfredo Santiago he was a solid undefeated fighter, just like the guy that outboxed Rolly. He's the same type of fighter, the same type of guy that just outboxed Rolly, but Devin doesn't get credit for beating Santiago and knocking him down, and he won every round.
Because he's on the coincidentalist. Now, I don't disagree with you with that. I know he got a good resume, but he don't have the best resume. Now, is he the best fighter? I mean, that we shall see. However, in your opinion, he is, but we won't know till we see it because upsets happen all the time. But he is the most feared. He the most feared.
Happen with Devin Haney, AKHi. Ain't no upsets going to happen.
We can agree to disagree with that. We won't know. Time will tell.
The most. Look, let me tell you, Devin Haney has the most wins. Lomachenko, 32 years old, only 14 wins. Devin Haney has more knockouts than Lomachenko has wins. Devin Haney has the most work in the lightweight division. He's the most accomplished fighter when it comes to W's, when it comes to wins. It's about winning losses. But AKHi, let me get to the Shakur Stevenson. I said, Shakur Stevenson, I like Shakur Stevenson. I like him. The thing is this. Shakur Stevenson moved up to 130 pounds, and Shakur Stevenson just fought Caraballo, who's a bum, a nobody. Shakur Stevenson is 23 years old, and Shakur Stevenson, he's trying to fight Oscar Valdez. Why not go fight against Miguel Berchelt? You did interviews talking about you want to fight Berchelt, but you on the internet, you sending, I want to fight Oscar Valdez, winner fight against Miguel Berchelt. Fight Berchelt first. You was doing all that talking. Well, you got to fight Oscar Valdez. That's weak, man. Devin want to fight Loma. Pound for pound the best.
So let's talk about Shakur. Hold on.
Devin want to fight. Go ahead, AKHi.
Okay, first of all, you said he just fought a bum his last fight. You got to make it clear because 20 fighters turned down the fight with him. I mean, you got to stay active. You can't just, wait on the big names because the big names will never fight you.
126.
Let me finish my points. Let me finish my points, AKHi. I mean, I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
I ain't got nothing personal against Shakur, but Shakur know what it is for real. And to keep it 100 with you, if he's probably the only one that got enough balls to jump out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney, how dare you say you about to go and fight Gamboa and say something like, I'm going to beat him up worse than Tank did. You know what I'm saying? That's the most craziest shit I've ever heard this year, man. You know you going to beat somebody up. He's over the edge. He had a torn ACL. You know he's over the edge. He's about to be 39 years old. You 21, 22? You completely on your side, you know what I'm saying? But you think you're going to get a feather in your hat for fighting this guy, man.
He'll never fight you.
126.
Let me finish my points. Let me finish my points, AKHi. I mean, I'll let you talk. Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead, AKHi.
Shakur fought this guy because he had to stay active in case any of these fighters that don't have the cojones to fight him right now. So he stays ready in case one of these fighters want to smoke. So you can't say Shakur fought a bum because he's a youngin that's being avoided. So he had to stay active. That's first of all. Second of all, when it came to Berchelt, that's a name he already called out. He said coming into 130, he said he want all the names. He want Lomachenko. He want Berchelt. He want Javante. He want Cruz. He want Tevin Farmer. You name it, he want him. The reason why he called out Oscar Valdez because Oscar Valdez is about to fight Berchelt. So he said, why not me and you fight and the winner fight Berchelt? If Berchelt don't fight me next. So because Oscar Valdez was in a better position to fight Berchelt, he was like, you know what? I'll fight you, Oscar Valdez, and the winner could fight Berchelt because you ducking, you running. So I chased you from 126 to 130 and you still running till this day. So let's make it clear. Shakur called out Gary Russell. He said, I like Gary Russell, me and him friends, but if he want to fight, we can make the fight happen. He said, I want all these guys. You talk about Devin Haney. He even had a beef with Devin Haney at one point, and he said that he willing to fight Devin Haney if Devin Haney wants to. And Devin Haney brushed it off. He said we in two different divisions. I know they in two different divisions, but my point is you cannot say Devin Haney is this most feared guy, but bash Shakur because they both fear. So give credit where credit is due. You cannot.
Wait. Oscar Valdez, listen, Miguel Berchelt trying to make the fight happen.
And when you asking who I want to fight next, I say Berchelt. And once I get there, I feel like all that's gonna be over. I feel like I'm gonna be the man of the division. I think none of them, like nobody could beat me. I'm sorry to say, like all them great fighters, I just feel like I'm on a whole different level.
Wait. Oscar Valdez, listen, Miguel Berchelt trying to make the fight happen. Stop talking about Oscar Valdez.
He ain't trying to make the fight happen. He ain't trying to make the fight happen. He ain't trying to fight Shakur.
The champion, man.
Shakur already called him out. Shakur already called him out. Shakur already called him out. So what's your point? How you ducking somebody you looking to fight next?
And when you asking who I want to fight next, I say Berchelt.
Shakur already called him out. So what's your point? How you ducking somebody you looking to fight next? How you ducking somebody if you so is Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko? No, is Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko? Answer that question. No, because Lomachenko turned down the fight and looked elsewhere. So if you believe Shakur is ducking Berchelt, how is Berchelt looking to fight Oscar instead? It's Berchelt who is not willing to fight Shakur next. It's Berchelt that's looking to look elsewhere. So
man, fight Miguel Berchelt. Fight Miguel Berchelt, I can't.
And when you asking who I want to fight next, I say Berchelt.
It's Devin Haney ducking Lomachenko?
Fight Miguel Berchelt. This ain't that. Lomachenko gave up his belt. Your boy trying to fight against Oscar Valdez. Fight the champion. Wait. When Floyd Mayweather moved, I'll let you talk. When Floyd Mayweather moved up to 135, he fought against Jose Luis Castillo. No tune-up. How many tune-ups he need? You know what I'm saying? 23. Devin Haney 21.
I just told you Shakur called out Berchelt. He said, if I can't get Berchelt next, I'll fight Oscar Valdez, and the winner fights Berchelt. So again, how is Shakur ducking Berchelt when he said, I want to fight you next? But you want to praise Devin Haney. You want to claim Devin Haney the best because fighters are ducking him. But you don't want to acknowledge that Shakur is ducked and he one of the most feared. And Berchelt, Oscar Valdez, and many more fighters are ducking him. You want to blame Shakur for being avoided? What sense does that make? You keep talking about Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that, and you are correct when it comes to Devin Haney. But how you go around with that same breath criticizing Shakur when Shakur is the most feared around his divisions? He the most avoided. That same guy Berchelt you keep talking about, he don't want the smoke with Shakur. He wants to fight Oscar Valdez instead. He want no confrontation with Shakur. So you keep talking about Berchelt this, Devin Haney that, but you criticize Shakur for doing the same thing Devin Haney is doing. So keep the same energy. Don't flip. You cannot praise Devin Haney. He have the same resume as Shakur, but you praise Devin Haney, but you don't praise Shakur. They both great. Give them both their respect. Respect is earned, not given. And I promise you, Shakur will smash Berchelt and Oscar Valdez. You remember that because I know you got Berchelt being a Shakur, but tell Berchelt to sign the contract. Tell Berchelt to sign the contract because I know 1,000% Shakur will.
Who did Shakur beat? Who did he beat?
Hey, who Devin Haney beat?
Who did he beat? I'm talking about Shakur. Answer my question. Who did Shakur Stevenson beat, bro?
Who Devin Haney beat?
Who did he beat?
Who Devin Haney beat?
Answer the question.
You emotional, bro.
You can't even answer the question. You can't even answer the question, bro. Who did Shakur Stevenson beat?
Who did Devin Haney beat? Answer the question.
Yeah, Devin Haney got 24 wins. Shakur Stevenson got 14 wins. Devin Haney got more knockouts than him. He got more knockouts than Shakur got wins. Devin Haney got more knockouts.
Name me one fighter Devin Haney beat. Go ahead.
Shakur got 14. And Devin,
you sound like you about to cry, bro. I'm telling you, name me one fighter Devin Haney beat. Because Shakur fought better competition than Devin Haney. And I prove it to you right now. Because, see, people lie, women lie. However, AKHi don't lie. Because I speak the truth daily. So like I said, you emotionally attached to Devin Haney, but you won't keep the same energy with my man Shakur. And I got to call a spade a spade. This is Shakur Stevenson fought Gonzalez, 23-0. Christopher Diaz, 24-1. That was a huge step up when Shakur was only like 7-0, right? And a lot of guys he fought was 8-1, 12-0. Riley, 16-1. Fighting guys that's like Jesse, 22-1. So you can't claim like Devin Haney haven't fought any of the top competition. He haven't fought Lomachenko. The reason why he's being avoided. Same applies for Shakur. He's avoided as well. But you can't criticize Shakur and give Devin Haney all the praise when they pretty much both on the same boat. That sounds idiotic. You know what I mean? How you praise Devin Haney, claim he the best in the game, he got the best resume. That statement is incorrect because he does not have the best resume. However, he one of the best in the game because you got to call a spade a spade. He one of the most avoided for a reason because he got the goods. Same for Shakur. Oscar Valdez avoided him. Frampton avoided him. Josh Washington avoided him. And all these guys at 126, all these guys at 130, even Berchelt, the champion, don't want to smoke with Shakur. But you want to praise Devin Haney. However, you don't want to praise Shakur when they both on the same boat. You want to claim Devin Haney, the most feared, blah, 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 blah. But Shakur, the same thing apply to him. However, you want to bash him instead. So keep the same energy. Don't flip.
Step your game up, bro. Step your game up. Take this L.
Hey,
take this L, bro.
Man, you took 10 L's. You took 10 L's.
Hey, Ross and the new, H-Money and the new.
Hey, keep dreaming on. Hey, peace, H-Money. This man done got knocked out. Like I said, he too much emotionally attached to Devin Haney. At the end of the day, or at least tonight, you got to call a spade a spade. That's another body on my record. It ain't no split decision. It's a knockout because I ain't about to get robbed by the DCAFs if they want to be the judge. Hell no. I take it to my own right hand. Knock this man out cold. Like I said, I don't want to do you dirty, but even my own AKHi could get it on split decision. The DCAFs could get it. The AKHis could get it. Anybody can get it because the truth separate. It could be my take. It could be your take. That's why it's a split decision. We could be gentlemen about it. But if you want to be an a-hole, then I give it to you how you want it. How you want it is how you get knocked out on split decision. Like I tell y'all every single time, even my AKHis could get it out of love. You know what I mean? Even fathers beat their kids out of love. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, don't take it the wrong way. There's two sides to every story. When the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. So like I said, you could be emotionally attached to Devin Haney and all that. You know, I like Devin Haney just as much I like Shakur, but I'm going to call a spade a spade. Like I told y'all, Shakur, I felt like he got the best of Devin Haney in sparring. But, you know, H-Money disagreed. He said, oh, he thought, you know, Devin Haney spanked Shakur in sparring. Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to call a spade, man. Regardless of your feelings, you have to speak logically, not emotionally. Like I said, you cannot criticize that Shakur for being avoided, just like Devin Haney. Berchelt don't want to fight Shakur, but you want to criticize Shakur, the one that's being ducked, the one that's being mistreated. So if you're going to do the same thing to Devin Haney, because he's being mistreated just like Shakur. So give credit where credit is deserved. And on split decision, like I said, anybody can get it. You already know how AKHi comes. I come with the DCAF's kryptonite, the truth. So that's why they're afraid to call in. But as soon as the live is over, they in the comment section making excuses. But these same guys will be watching me live, but won't call in. So
you don't know
for the people that don't know shit about boxing, you quit ducking and call in. That's all I got to say. Split Decision episode 50 is over with. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about them. And if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't and listen to these DCAFs, the dumb casual ass fans that don't know shit about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post on Split Decision. Split Decision is a boxing debate / talk show mixed, master, engineered, produced by yours truly, AKHi, the past, present, and future pound for pound. When it comes to debating, I got these DCAFs shook. They're scared to look when AKHi's on TV. Quit treating AKHi like the Iron Mike of debate and the most feared. All these DCAFs, as soon as the live is over, they in the comment section being keyboard warriors. And The whole time I was on live, all these decafs had no cojones. They were scared to call in. AKHi got him shook. They scared to look every time AKHi's on TV, but anybody can get it. To H Money, T-Tone, and all the above. If I had a lower IQ, I could have enjoyed y'all debates, but I got a higher IQ. So if any of you decafs / YouTube trolls / old media, if any of you dream about putting an L on my record, you better wake up and apologize on Split Decision Live. My man OG Swag, he said 700 RJ, my man said 4,000 You already know. I mean, I'm knocking out every single decaf like more than once. Every single decafs, I'm giving them all these rematches, knocking them out with every topic they got in mind. Professor Stevie Wonder, I done knocked him out on Split Decision till the man quit. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Like I said, you got to have credibility to be on my record. But I gave the decafs the opportunity to, since nobody got the cojones to debate AKHi, I come with facts because facts trump opinion. When the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. Like I said, OG, you already know what time it is. With that being stated, I'm going to go ahead and take you all out.
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem. But you could call me the can man, cause anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.